we hear a lot about bullying and harassment. What's something you can tell our employees about bullying and harassment?
Yeah. Well, the first point to note is that you'd probably all be aware now that bullying and harassment seems to happen every day, everywhere, and that reasonable instructions that you give to staff have suddenly become bullying. We see the incidences of bullying specifically, it appears to be coming largely from Gen X and Gen Y. I have a theory about that. This is my off-the-cuff theory as a PR person, employment relations person. It's that I think we've become so good when we're raising our kids, we tell everyone they're a winner, right? Everyone goes to high school and they're always a winner. You know, it doesn't matter. No one's allowed to fail anything. So everyone who runs in the race gets a prize, and everyone's going to, have the opportunity to succeed. And then all of a sudden, we put them into the workplace for the first time, and it's the first time that someone in a position of authority says to them, "No." Yeah? So they sit there on their Facebook and they're updating. You go up to them and you say, "You can't do that. You're at work. I need you to do this." And they go, "Who do you think you are? No one's ever told me, what I'm allowed to do and not do, actually." Right? So all of a sudden, that perceived instruction, that reasonable instruction that you're issuing as an employer, becomes bullying. It becomes you bullying them into doing work. Right? And we see cases like this. And what I want to do is really compare and contrast that kind of bullying claim with true bullying. And true bullying is devastating for the victim. And the clearest example I can give of true bullying, some of you might have seen this in the news, was a case that came out of Victoria, a young woman named Brodie Penlock. And Brodie was 19, she worked in a cafe in Melbourne, and she was the subject of the most vicious victimisation and bullying I've ever come across in my life. And as a result of the incredible harassment that she suffered in that workplace, sexual harassment I would suggest, but more relevantly, bullying, clear bullying, she committed suicide. It was a devastating loss for her family. And one good thing that came out of this terrible tragedy was her parents sponsored a bill that passed through the Victorian Parliament, which was called Brodie's Law. And Brodie's Law actually criminalises severe bullying in Victoria. And if you're an employer in Victoria and you are aware of this type of extreme bullying and you do nothing about it, then you can now face up to 10 years in prison. So it was a very, very serious change in the law, and most jurisdictions in Australia are now studying Brodie's Law very carefully. Right. Yeah, if you don't, you're, as an employer... Yeah, so in an Australian employment law, we use Brodie's Law as an example, what we talk about is the duty of care. So you as the owner of the business, or as the manager in the business, you have a duty of care at law to take care of your employees in the workplace. And that duty of care exists in common law, just in the general law of Australia, but it also exists in the workplace health and safety legislation that we now have in New South Wales as well. So both of those things sit side by side. And what the Act expects is that you as an employer will exercise a reasonable duty of care to look after your employees. So that Brodie's example of Brodie Penlock, what happened there was the owner of the business also worked in the business. So he was very much aware of exactly what was going on, and in fact he participated in it, and he egged the other employees on in bullying her. So in that circumstance, there was no doubt as to his guilt. If you're running a business, the best thing you can do to protect yourself as the owner or as the employer is to make sure that you have proper processes and policies in place so that true incidences of bullying are brought immediately to your attention. That's what you want to do. And if something is brought to your attention, you need to proactively respond to it. And again, the key is to document. So if someone says, "Look, I feel like I'm being bullied or harassed," we might think in the back of our minds, that's not bullying or harassment, like what you're talking about. It's called the rough and tumble of life in Australia in the workplace. There are certain things we just put up with, right? And that's the nature of our society. That said, you have to protect your business. So what you should immediately do is make a note that someone has brought that complaint to you. You should organise a meeting. You sit down with all of those people and say, "Well, this is the circumstances, and I need to know what's going on." You might even want to get a third party in to do a small investigation, and someone independent comes in and interviews each of those people, and then gives you recommendations. These are all options that you have, but you do need to do something. Sitting back and simply saying, "Well, as the business owner, I don't believe that is the case, and I'm not going to interfere," that's not acceptable. And it's also not acceptable in Australia for the employer to say, "Well, I wasn't really in the loop. I didn't know that these things were going on, so I couldn't have done anything about it." Because the legislation expects more of us than that. It says that if you're running a business, you are expected to put your nose into it. You are expected to make sure that you're taking an active interest in what's going on, and that you are protecting the health and safety of the staff. Whether that's bullying between staff members, whether it's bullying from an employee against an employer or vice versa, you have to be involved. Potentially. Yeah, potentially, that's right. Which is why that documentation process is so important, really. Yeah. I can sense the frustration, and I don't take any of that away from you because I do these types of events every day all around the country. I know how frustrating it is. I'm running a business myself. The key message I can give is that there is a way to protect your business, and that is to be very conscious of what your obligations are. And again, I'll say it again, tick all the boxes. Dot the I's, cross the T's, keep your records, make sure your contracts are compliant, make sure you're doing the things that you are expected to do under the Act. And the best tool that you have to protect yourself is knowledge. And if you don't want to spend the time becoming an employment relations expert, don't, but outsource it to someone who can provide you that advice and make sure you're up to speed. Yeah. Thank you for the free plug, but yes.
And that's how you subscribe to your...
Yes, I think your point is just help me out.
Better before I do.
Recognising this because it is right knowledge we're all running through the state of that deadline, whatever we know. And you overlook it, and that happened once to me when I had a case before against me. And it was like, oh my God, what can I do?
Yeah.
In the end, it means someone who may not make or unidentified paper from the
Yeah.
contract, but I was just knowing that.
Yeah.
But knowing that you're there and you just make sure they're there and is great to be there for this type of business.
That's the idea. Certainly, that's why we set up the